Hey guys, what's up? So this is a video in a series. Like today in Dehradun it rained, so lights are this is all generators. Light is off, Wi-Fi off. Definitely, I've exhausted my data also. So I had nothing to do. So I thought, why not just make videos? Especially the video is helpful for me in order to revise a lot of things that I read in clinic, because I don't really revise it back in home these days because I have other things to do. I'm main focusing on my upcoming exams in diet and public health or nutrition, things like that. So I'm really not revising things out, but I'm trying to recall those things, and that's really helping me to uh, get my memory better. So this is a continuous video, and I today made actually 4 videos. I recorded 4 videos today, and that's a good start for me. The first thing we're gonna discuss today, we were discussing psychosis. Before going to psychosis, I would just like to differentiate uh, or make you clear about 2 points. There are two different clients, okay, that visit us, okay. One of the client who have insight about their problem, they are really aware that their problem is causing some kind of impairment to them, okay, or they are really not aware but they know something is wrong. So they come to the psychologist, psychiatrist, and they try to figure out the problem. So such kind of client are classified into neurotic client. The second one, they are totally unaware, they have no insight, they are not in touch with the reality, and definitely they don't come by themselves. Either their parents or their caregivers bring them, okay, because there are a lot of impairment that has been happening in their life. At the same time, they have been creating problems in the people around them. So that's psychosis. So we were discussing psychosis symptoms, that especially two classification of psychosis symptoms, okay. So we will be definitely discussing, and actually this really should not concern all those people who are not from psychology background, because these are some mental illness, okay. These are the characteristic of mental illness, okay. We as a psychologist, all those students posting psychiatry, definitely have to go through these things, because we have to identify what are the symptoms of this psychosis. And one thing, definitely these are just the symptoms. Symptoms are actually manifestation of something underlying reason, okay. I personally um, consider symptoms as just manifestation, okay. That is really helpful for diagnosis, but it doesn't really means that these are the actual problem. The actual problem lies deep down, and we have to figure that out. So that reminded me of a story that our madam told us. There was a client with schizophrenia or paranoid schizophrenia or something like that, okay. I could not really remember those things, okay. Definitely symptoms are visible. Symptoms are either told by the caregiver or the parents, or you can easily figure it out through observation and through their words. But what's the underlying factor behind that? That's either the unmet problem, unmet need, unmet emotions, inter conflict, or the life experiences, okay. So we have to look deep down the underlying factors. Symptoms are just manifestation, and that is one part, okay. Symptoms will automatically get away once we deal with those underlying factors, okay, whether it's emotions, whether it's conflict within, or the life experience of traumas and things like that, okay. So now we're discussing about psychosis symptoms, okay. There are two classification, the positive and negative one, okay. And definitely when we start diagnosing, and when we take assessment, we take assessment of both sides, okay. The positive aspect and the negative. I'm not talking about aspect, it's about positive symptoms and negative symptoms. So what actually are positive symptoms, okay? What I can recall, there's hallucination, there's delusion, there's obsession. There's three things, okay. There are other things too, but these are the three main things. So what is hallucination, okay? If someone says I'm seeing the thing that's not there, okay, that's hallucination, okay. Because these are actually the malfunctioning created by the brain, okay, that lead to make people think, or make the individual suffering from the problem think that actually there is something. So hallucination are also classified into certain things like auditory hallucination, where you hear sounds, okay, that are not really present. Second, visual hallucination, you see things that are really not present, and it sometimes is very creepy, okay, but that's a really problem, okay, problematic, and that's not their fault. It's all the fault of the chemical imbalance that had happened over time. There's tactile hallucination, there's somatoform hallucination, there's gustatory hallucination, and all those different kind, okay, that has been categorized. Now come delusion. Hallucinations actually deals with the false perception and actually dysfunctions of the senses, okay, but now we're coming about delusion. It's the form belief, but these form beliefs are false and they have no basic ground, but they are so formed that individual, even you make them, give them all the evidence, they will not, okay, agree to you, or they will not be uh, acceding to your uh, theories, okay, they have their own theories, and so it's really difficult, but definitely treatments are available. So they are definitely there sub classification of delusion, like delusion of persecution, where other people are trying to kill you, you have that belief. Delusion of infidelity, like your spouse is cheating on you. Delusion of erotomania, everyone loves you, everyone's attracted to you. Delusion of grandiosity, I'm the king, I can kill everybody, I'm the ruler, and things like that, okay. So there are different delusions, okay, that definitely affect. And third thing is obsession, okay, don't get confused with obsessive compulsive disorder. Here definitely you get symptoms of obsession, you're obsessed with something, okay, some thoughts and things like that. So that was all about positive symptoms. Now we're talking about negative symptoms. Negative symptoms mainly deals with lack of interest and motivation, and the expression thing, and disorganized speech. The first thing you noticed uh, about negative symptoms is the shabby appearance, inability to take care of themselves, okay. Their self-care routine is totally devastated, okay. um, their looks their appearance is so shabby. There's the flow of thought is disorganized, okay, so we can classify that into disorganized thought, shabby appearance. They lack motivations, definitely that result in their unhygienic appearance or unhygienic habits, because they lack motivation in everything. There's a concept called anhedonia that you usually find in depression and other disorders too. So anhedonia is also very common in the negative symptoms of schizophrenia. They have blunted effect, no expression at all, okay. So sometimes you may feel like they are in the state of depression too. And definitely I've told you about the flow of thought is disorganized. At the same time they want to remain isolated. Asociality is a term. They want to remain isolated from everyone and just being in their own world, own thoughts. So these were some negative symptoms that I really wanted to discuss, and I could remember from today's session. At the same time, what actually we learned from today's session is we discuss about client information form, and I've actually like talked about client information form in the previous videos too, but today it was mostly about genogram, the family history, the family tree, because genetics play a very important role, okay. At the same time, the personal history play an important role. These two factors we discuss. First we discover family tree, like how you can make diagrams in order to make a family tree, and how you can link, okay, the problem, where did the problem actually came from, if it's genetic, because genetics play an important role, and genetics actually uh, make you more vulnerable to the problems or the disorders. Because if you are suffering, if your parents or grandparents might have problem with depression, schizophrenia, then there's likely chances that you will also have those problems. Except the exceptional thing is the environment is way better, or environment is always conducive to you. So that's the thing. Okay, we planned the family tree, we worked on those things. At the same time, we worked on the how do we approach the client and take the personal history. Personal history include where he was born, his family members, relationship oneself, friends, family members, relationship history, school history, time spent with the school, and these are really helpful for building rapport. But at the same time, that would give you a brief idea about what his personality is like. And genogram is all about family, what is his relationship with the family, how the family has treated him, okay, vice versa, and things like that. And these are really important things, okay, when we are going deep down into the field of counseling and psychology. These things matter because, as I've already mentioned in my previous video, genetic, environment, life experience actually matters a lot when it comes to problem. Okay, symptoms are just manifestation, but the underlying factors are these things. Okay, and if these things are dealt with, okay, first thing is all about awareness. If you're aware of these things are really the root cause, then you can start working on this thing, and it will take slowly and gradual time and process to make it like look good, or make it to the normal and productive thing. So that was it, brother and sister. Thank you.